Great.
Hello, very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Yes, ma'am, I'm fit as a fiddle and doing great in my life by the grace of Almighty God. Thanks for your kind concern.
I'm so glad to hear that you are good. So, how was your day so far?
Well, my day was so far so well. There is no complaint at all. And trying to add some value in my overall personality. Each and every single second, I'm planning to improve my spoken English skills. At the same time, I do have some official commitments that I need to take care of. And apart from that, I'm studying so many things. So, yes, in short, my day was so good.
That's quite reflecting on your personality because I have been following your channel since so long, and I can see that you are improving day by day and quite consistent. That's
Thank,
good.
thank you, ma'am. It
So,
means to me a
I'm
lot.
hoping that yes, I'm hoping that I would be getting some um, tips and tricks from you so that I can also accelerate my fluency, right?
Same for you. Feeling is mutual because I also have been following your channel for a long period of time, and I'm being very consistent towards your video which you have uploaded, especially talking about the conversation which you had with English CRE mentor, tutor. All
Mm-hmm.
right, I have enjoyed those sessions, and you are doing really great. These days, I think you started uploading your solo content, like you just want to have conversation with people, but at the same time, you want to make your videos. That's not
Mm-hmm.
going well, but still, uh,
Hmm.
the time which you spend, whatever you have learned throughout your
Hmm.
English IRE journey, I would say that's something which is cherry on the cake. Amazing.
Com Completely. Thank you so much for appreciating, first of all. And if I talk about my channel, so I was not quite sure about that till now, that what should I make for my channel. But yes, I can say that although I'm not following all the aspects of which can help me to improve my English, but yes, speaking every day, I do speaking practice. Yes, that is this one thing I'm following.
Okay, that's
Yes.
amazing. And before I dive into the conversation, I want you to please give me your introduction so that the people who are listening to both of us, they might would know about you. And this is how we can continue this conversation. So please go ahead.
Sure. Sure. First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. So, well, I'm Meenakshi, and currently I'm living in Uttarakhand. As well as right now, I'm pursuing my master's degree in English literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, so like they tend to evolve over the time. And yes, but for sure, I love to spend my leisure time with my son. And apart from this, lately I have developed one habit of reading books. I just want to deep dive into books. Yes, because I have heard from many people that it can help you to improve your English immensely, right? And yes, since I have read few pages of one particular book, so I can realize that, and it's beautiful journey. Yes. What about you? Do you read books?
That's amazing.
Definitely.
That's amazing. Thanks. Thanks for giving your introduction. It was really nice introduction which you have given from your end. And the best part of your intro that is you are fond of book reading. And that's how I would consider you as a bibliophile, aren't you?
I didn't heard that word, but I think bibliophile is that the person who read books, right?
Exactly, exactly. You're right. You
Okay.
hit nail on the head.
Okay. Great, great. So I
Oh,
would like to say about that. As I told you that earlier, I was not fond of reading books, to be very honest, because but I have tried so many times. Several times I tried to hold the books and read that with full of consciousness, but I was failed all the time because I was not getting the words and formation of sentences. So it was so irritating. But right now, I think, found one easy book. and which is quite interesting. So I'm just trying to develop my habit, first of all, of reading books and trying to get few words which I'm encountering several times in a single book. So that is being easy for me to understand. Yes,
Yes,
now you can say that I'm bibliophile, is it?
it is indeed. You are for
Mm.
sure a bibliophile. And I must
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you because you have been making this habit of reading books. That's something a very difficult task, especially people like me, because frankly speaking, I tried a lot, but I couldn't become
Mm-hmm.
a bibliophile like you. Though I read books, but not more often or occasionally, whenever I feel that I don't have anything to do. So in that case, I especially read books, and I have some special book that I love to read about, on which all are related to psychology. Well,
Mm-hmm.
before we continue, let me give my small introduction. Well, my name is
Yeah,
Shiv,
sure.
and the coincidence is I also live in Uttarakhand. I'm from Tirdi Garhwal, and but I live in Dehradun. And
Mm-hmm.
moreover, I'm a government employee. At the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I'm pursuing my academic qualification. I have done my master in English, master in
Mm-hmm.
commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. This is my final year. In addition to
Mm-hmm.
this, I do teach English as an unofficial English trainer on my WhatsApp
Mm-hmm.
group, on my Telegram group, and I've been associated with different online applications where I create my own free of cost sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Alongside, I run a small YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv, where I upload spoken English content, especially
Mm-hmm.
one-on-one conversational videos as we are having right now. And sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
do provide some English stuff. More probably, I would say vocabulary because I'm fond of
Okay.
vocabulary. So this is all from
Mm-hmm.
my side.
Great, great. Nice to hear about you. And I knew about you something that you are also from Uttarakhand, but I wanted to confirm in this session. So it is confirmed now that you are from Uttarakhand. Especially, that why I was confused. Maybe because of your appearance, that it includes that how you speak. I don't know how many years have you taken to change your voice modulation and the accent that is little unique from others. So, how many years or how much time have you taken to change your accent? I just want to know that.
Well, ma'am, this is a very difficult question which you have asked me because I myself don't even know how much time I have taken in order to speak like this, which I'm speaking right now. Because initially, when I started learning this language, I started my journey with some native speakers. As I have told you before, that I'm being associated with so many online platforms, and one of them, the application, Hello application. There I
Mm-hmm.
had a talk with many native speakers. And you know very
Mm-hmm.
well your surrounding, your atmosphere, the environment which you are having definitely plays a very imperative role in your personality and in your learning schedule and every single thing. So
Absolutely.
intentionally, I haven't tried to adopt and acquire any accent because I don't believe on it. But unintentionally, by talking to them more and more, I got a bit influence of their accent on my spoken English. So that's why, though I'm
Mm-hmm.
speaking in a very normal way, it's my neutral accent which I'm using right now. But
Mm-hmm.
again, it is something a bit different from the normal Indian speakers. They have a very typical, strong accent that you can easily
Mm-hmm.
understand, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I have this mixture of Indian plus that foreign accent.
Mm-hmm. Completely. Even your accent is also I can understand it, but not that much difficult to hear. But yes, quite unique and it sounds good, I would say. Yes. So I would like to know that in Uttarakhand, where do you live? Okay,
Well,
you
I
told me
live
that
in
in
capital,
Dehradun.
the Dehradun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long have you been working in that field, that government field?
It's been 12 years. I have been associated with this organization, this government organization.
Okay. I
Yeah.
feel that you are so studious person, right?
Yes, you can say that because I strongly believe in this quotation that life is all about to move on,
Hmm.
which simply means though I got a government job, but doesn't mean that I should stop my journey and I should stop my learning. No, that's a very wrong tendency we have. I
Hmm.
believe if you achieved something good in your life, don't stop there, don't freeze. Rather, try to explore yourself. Think about different ways. Just unlock the
Mm-hmm.
expansion that you can go for. And from
Mm-hmm.
there only, I got this idea: let not stop my qualification, let not stop my academics. And I have been studying, and I'm still studying because learning is a never-ending process. At the same time, I thought of to explore more and more. From there only, I got this idea to learn this language, English. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been, I guess, 4.5 years I have been trying to master this language. So,
Mm-hmm.
though I'm not a master and I need a lot of time to improve, but still I would say when I'm comparing myself with the day when I started, I found myself
Mm-hmm.
in a good position.
Oh, great, great. It's great actually. And I feel that you are quite inspiring for everyone, and especially to me as well. And I would like to know throughout your journey, whenever you were learning English, what were your first step that you have taken for like right now? I just want to improve my fluency. Okay, I'm trying to focus on fluency part. So, in which aspect have you focused first? That you wanted to improve your fluency first, or grammar part, or what was that?
Well, ma'am, maybe you'll not agree with me, but I believe that the question which you have raised is kind of subjective question because the
Mm-hmm.
definition of fluency varies person to person. For you, what is fluency that I don't know. But for me, what is fluency? Let me tell you that fluency is nothing. If you can speak English the way you can speak your first language smoothly
Mm-hmm.
in a natural way, by like not making any mistake, not forcing your brain to recall the vocabs, and you're not stucking, you're not fumbling, and you are being comfortable at the same time confident about your speaking, and people can understand you so easily in a simple way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I consider this is what fluency means for me. And
Completely.
talking about what I have done for fluency, so I have done so many things. But yes, the process which I have followed, that is something else. I believe when I started learning language, especially English, the time I was totally blank. I started my journey from scratches. So
Mm-hmm.
from there, I got to know that I'm not even a beginner, very, very beginner, because the moment I joined that application, there I had interacted with many speakers and they all were so good in English. So I started speaking with them, but I was stucking a lot. And the
Mm-hmm.
main reason behind was lack of vocabulary. I knew what to speak, but again, I I didn't have that much vocabulary in my mind, and I was not getting that English word which is actually needed to express my Hindi thoughts which I had in my mind. So from there, I
Mm-hmm.
started learning vocabulary. And frankly speaking, I haven't learned grammar in my entire life. Still, I don't even know
Mm-hmm.
grammar that much because I believe
Mm-hmm.
grammar is something which definitely gonna stop you to being fluent in English. I have come across to many speakers, they have learned grammar, and if you ask them, they can tell you each and every single rule of grammar. But again, when I have asked them to speak about a topic, they all were fluctuating, fumbling, and stucking a lot. And when I asked the reason to them, then they told me that, sir, whenever we are speaking, we are thinking about that. Am I speaking right? Am I speaking wrong? Should I use have or has, do or does? And because of these confusions, they were not that much fluent and they were stucking. So what I say in short, I want everyone to learn English according to his or her purpose. For example, if you want to become a teacher, you want to teach English, or you are preparing for any examination or written examination, you want to become a writer, like that. In those cases, I would say just try to focus on your accuracy, which simply means grammar. But if it is not the case, and you are learning English for the sake of communication, you want to have conversation, and you want to clear your interview for promotion, you just want to move abroad, or these kind of reason where oral communication is there, where you have to speak. So initially, just try to build your confidence and flow and fluency, where you are in that position where you can speak English without any afraidness, that you are not from, like, you are not feeling scared in order to have conversation, no matter how many mistakes you are committing. Then, right, once you are in that position where you have gained that level of confidence and comfort space for yourself, then after you can focus on your grammar, which means your accuracy. That's what I believe.
Exactly, exactly. That's great. Definitely, your thoughts are so clear to provide learners out there as well. And I also completely agree with you that grammar, like, do some confusion with ourselves whenever we are speaking in English, because the moment we just want to speak in English effortlessly, but if we are thinking in our back of the mind about grammar, so it will, like, create some confusion in your mind, and it will stop you uh, to express your thoughts, whatever you want to say, right? And yes, definitely grammar, if someone is like want to perfect their grammar, and after that they want to speak, it will take time. Definitely it will take time, but the real confidence, I feel that the real confidence while speaking in English just come after having the knowledge of proper grammar, right? And yes, every person has their own way. Like, someone just want to understand the grammar part while reading and understanding the formation of sentences. With all the formation of sentences, they read all the things, grammar part and the complete formation, everything the grammar part consists. They can understand while reading the books. But yes, if someone just want to focus on grammar, they take time, right? And I would like to know one another thing. You have mentioned that you have worked for vocabulary, and the same thing I'm facing right now. Vocabulary means that I also know that what I want to say. I want to say so many things. I want to express a lot. I have a lot in my mind. But because of lacking vocabulary, sometimes I stop to express. I can't express myself properly. I think you are getting it. It happens just
Exactly.
because of lacking grammar, right? So, what is the best technique that you have implemented in your practicing, so that you could uh, improve your vocabulary, and now you can speak effortlessly?
Well, ma'am, for this, I would say we need to understand the power of words. And I'm telling you, it's so magical. What I
Hmm.
believe that words are something can make you if you use it in an appropriate way. At the same time, they can break you if you try to manipulate these words, right? So be careful.
Hmm.
And talking about your initial question, that what we have to do in order to enhance our vocab power. So let me tell you, if you really want to see boost in your vocab power, in your word power, so first rule is power of alteration or power of replacement and substitution. What does that mean? I want everyone to replace their vocabulary. Try to replace your vocabulary every single day. Yesterday you have used that this is very important. So replace important with imperative. This is very imperative. This is very crucial. Then once you are accustomed of using these vocabulary, which means you are not forcing to your brain and pressurizing a lot in order to recall these vocabs while you are talking to people. Rather, these vocabs automatically come into your tongue, and you're more than comfortable to use it anytime throughout your conversation. So once you are done with this, then shift to the next synonym. For example, indispensable, then mandatory, then paramount, prime, key, significant, compulsory. unavoidable, critical, and there are so many, right? That I have around 32 synonyms for important. So I believe it all up to you. It's all up to you that you are you replacing your vocabulary or not. Now, second rule is I want you to talk to yourself a lot. Self-talk. If you are roaming at your terrace, start talking to yourself. Whatever comes in your mind, just even the birds are flying, there is a person who is just walking and anything, wherever, if there is a tree in front of you, start talking to yourself. Explain things around you. And you have to remember you are doing that not to just talking to yourself and passing your time, but again, you are talking to yourself because you want to use those vocabulary. So intentionally, you have to use those vocabulary while explaining things around you, right? Now, third thing is reading. Reading is the best source that you can go for to boost your vocab power, right? If you really want to intensify, try to read a lot. Do remember, after reading, you are just making notes and you are framing some sentences out of it. Then only it will be benefit to you. Otherwise, there is no
Very
use of it, right? You don't need
exactly,
to collect
exactly.
garbage in your diary. I want you to just learn at least 3 or 2 vocabs in one day. That's totally fine. But make sure the vocab that you have learned so far, you are more than comfortable to use those vocabs anytime in your conversation, right? The fourth one is picture description or story narration, or you can include hypothetical situation explanation, right? Where you have to give an imaginary situation to yourself and you have to speak about it, record your video, right? Keep a camera in front of you and then record your video and then see how many vocabs you can use out of those you have learned so far, right? So do it. Picture description will definitely gonna help you a lot to improve your vocabulary because there you have to explain things and no matter what, at any cost, you have to learn those vocabulary which is actually needed to elaborate that picture the way people are expecting and you are expecting from yourself, right? Now, again, story narration is something uh, I believe, I don't know how many times you have tried it. I have watched your video where you have just give some uh, ideas about story narration for 8 minutes or something like that. So if you do that, what will happen? You have to have number of vocabs in your brain. Then only you can explain those things which you have experienced in the past, right? So that's one. Now,
Exactly.
last but not least, let me summarize it. Very simple and golden rule. Use it, otherwise you are going to lose it. Better than lose,
Exactly.
try to use. So execution, implementation, and your incorporation of vocabulary towards your conversation is the only golden formula that one can go for to keep those vocabulary for permanent in his or her brain.
Making sense. Um, Definitely. I have faced that issue that and I know that I need to use those words whatever I'm reading from books. Otherwise, it is not going to take so much time to forget. Okay. So, but do you have any question now that you want to ask? Because I'm just right now thinking about my son. I think he will wake up very soon.
Yeah, I don't have any question, but initially you have mentioned that you are fond of reading. I just want to know from your side why? Why is it so? What made you to being a bibliophile? What are the advantages of reading you have found so far?
Definitely, I would like to tell you. And I also mentioned another thing like that earlier I was not fond of reading. I was not the kind of bibliophile person. But yes, I always wanted to read books. It's been so long gap between my education and the time when I started to read books. I wanted to read, but I was not reading. That was completely like complicated situation which I was facing because of I was not getting any words and I was not understanding the formation of sentences. But for grabbing vocabulary and formation of sentences and just to improve my English, I wanted to start read books. So yes, because of that, I started to read the books. And I have searched so many videos on YouTube, which kind of book can like person read initially when they are trying to improve their English. So I just uh, like motivated by one person, and they told about few books. There is one of the books was that The Alchemist. So nowadays I'm reading that book. I think you must have read that, right?
Could you please repeat the name? Which one?
The Alchemist. It's a fable written by Paulo Coelho.
No, sorry, I haven't.
Okay, that's amazing book. So right now I'm reading that, and I just want to like decorate my uh, fluency with words. Then I choose to read.
Okay, that's really amazing. And I strongly resonate your thoughts with mine. I believe the one who is a good reader can become a good speaker tomorrow. That's what I believe.
Hmm.
In fact, if you don't
Hmm.
have library at your room, it means you are living a body without soul, right? Something what I believe on. I cannot exactly recall the quotation which I have read somewhere about this reading and all. And secondly, if you read aloud, which is out of your mouth, for sure you can improve your pronunciation because that's how you can understand that how the sound has been enunciated, which is actually needed, right? And third thing, if you read books, so the book which you are reading, you can accumulate a lot of stuff and information and knowledge about that particular topic which you are reading. The fourth one is, as you have asked me a question that how can you enhance your vocabulary, and I think this is the answer of your question which you have asked me. That the more you read, the more you will come across to new vocabs that you haven't acquainted with, right? And that's you can
Hmm. Hmm.
include. And
Exactly.
but that's it. I believe like one has to go for reading because reading will improve your sentence formation. There are so many types of sentences. It will improve your accuracy as well because there you can understand the basic pattern of grammar which one has to be run. And when you read something, I don't know whether you have experience or not, but I have experience when I read that book that you can align your thoughts with the thoughts of the author who has written that book. Somewhere you will get exposure, right? And
Mm-hmm.
all these benefits will gonna help you a lot altogether
Mm-hmm.
to intensify your spoken English skills because what we reading is a part of input. We are consuming English content. We are filling this brain with English content a lot. And the more we'll
Mm-hmm.
fill this brain with English content, the better we sound. So that's an
Hmm.
amazing thing. So that's what I would say advantages of reading, which I have come across.
Till now, okay, completely. I think you must have read more than books than I'm reading right now. So I just trying to make the habit of this one right now. So one another thing, because of like I'm not very much expressive because I don't get so many words. Maybe because of that, I'm not very much expressive in English, and this is one of the biggest reason I want to read books so that I can get some ideas that how can I connect sentence to sentence and how it's being formed. So this is another reason. And I know that as I have started reading books, I am going to face and going to resonate with the situation. Yes.
True, ma'am. I don't know that you believe in me or not, but yes, reading will change your psychology. The
I
patterns
believe
which you have,
I
the
do.
patterns which you have, like no, we do have some certain patterns that we have been following since our childhood, all right? So
Mhm.
once you will engage yourself into reading, what are you doing? You're doing something out of the box which you haven't done before, right? And in that way, you can change your mindset, point of view, perspective. Earlier, you thought of something about the stuff that you are reading right now, but after reading that book and
Mhm.
the sentence which come across to you, you have changed your mindset. Oh, whoa, this is what I thought of, but this is what the reality all about. And gradually,
Mhm.
you would see your tonality because you are reading out loud, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you explain the things will entirely change. You can find a
Very true.
massive and drastic change in your personality, in
Mm-hmm.
your spoken English, in your mindset, in your thought process. Everything would change drastically. And that's gonna help you a
Mm-hmm.
lot to become a charismatic, eloquent, impeccable, and proficient speaker for sure. So, though I'm not that much fond of reading, but I have told you that sometime whenever I feel that I have time, I have some leisure time, I don't do anything like
Mm-hmm.
scrolling reels on YouTube and all. Rather, I do prefer to read some books. I've been reading some books. I am really fond of this book, Power of Subconscious Mind, right? Power of Positivity. And then the third book is Word Power Made Easy. This is my favorite book, Word Power Made
Okay.
Easy. This is the
Mm.
only book which
There is
helped me a lot to improve my vocab.
okay. There is one of these three books, that Power of Subconscious Mind. I think that is in my wish list. So I have wish listed this one, and I have. I'm going to read another book which I ha already have purchased. That is the Ikigai, I think. I'm going to read this book after this one. So then I will go ahead.
For
Yes.
sure, you have to go
And
for reading
definitely.
this book.
Yes. And you told me that if I'm consistently reading the books, I'm going to face so many beautiful things. And I knew that. I knew that already. And I know that, I would say. But I just want to feel that. Okay. I just want to feel, because it's initial step which I have taken for my fluency of reading books. Then I want to feel that. See what happens.
I'm sure, ma'am, without procrastinating more, as you have been procrastinating for a long period of time in order to engage or indulge yourself into reading, I must say, just go for it. Take your first step, and when you will go for it, you can see wonders in your life. At the same time, you can see some unbelievable, at the same time, invincible magic in your spoken English that you haven't come across before, right? So that's what I want to talk about. If you have something to ask or something to share, so you can, because I think our time is about to complete. So we can wrap up the session.
Definitely. Yes, we should wrap up the session now. I have asked you everything, whatever in my mind right now. And yes, in the second session, I would be asking few questions.
Sure, ma'am. In fact, you made me perplexed at the same time flummoxed, like who is the host, as you are the one initially who started question, and I'm being getting confounded, but that's totally fine. Thoroughly, I have enjoyed the whole session which I had with you today, and it was really a constructive, fruitful, informative, and amazing session. And I have been trying to connect with you for a long period of time, but because of your personal commitments, you didn't give me the time, but finally we have connected, and I'm looking forward to have this kind of amazing and lovely conversation in the future as well. So thank you for giving your precious
Definitely.
time and to being on my channel.
Even I want to say thank you, and it was so nice to talk with you. Especially you are also from Uttarakhand, so it's amazing. It's quite amazing, I would say. As well as you have inspired me a lot in this session, and I'm also looking forward for another session with you.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. We'll
Okay.
try our best, and feeling is mutual, as I said before. So thank you for
Mm-hmm.
coming here, and keep talking, keep learning, keep practicing, keep improving, keep shining, and keep imparting your knowledge with all those learners and freshers who have been waiting for the light that you are going to provide them through your channel, through your sessions, and these kind of sessions that you are having with different co-learners and tutors and mentors. So, bye bye, ma'am. Take care and have a marvelous and
Even
delighted day ahead.
thank you so much, and likewise, thank you.
Yeah, bye bye.